Hello BG, I'm Zach Carrion and welcome to the first edition of the Falcon Media Sports Show this semester. We'll be previewing the Falcons' big game versus Michigan State tomorrow, plus we sat down with redshirt junior Jake Suter to talk about his famous kick that became a viral hit. All that and more is coming up on the Falcon Media Sports Kickoff Special. Welcome again to the BG Falcon Media Sports Show. While the Falcons are preparing for a noon battle versus Michigan State, redshirt junior Jake Suter had a different challenge to overcome. We sat down with Jake this past week after practice to recount his story.
While the BGSU football team is ready to build off its success from the final 3 games of last season, redshirt junior kicker Jake Suter had an interesting camp. During practice, Suter had been hitting field goals from 50-plus yards. Head coach Mike Jenks took notice and challenged Suter to hit a 53-yard field goal to earn a scholarship. Sports director Zach Carrion sat down with Jake Suter for an exclusive interview.
So we're here in the Wilcox boardroom with Jake Suter, kicker for Bowling Green State University. Jake, how's your week been? How was practice today?
It was pretty good, yeah. Normal practice. Monday during a game week is easy for the kickers because it's just a walkthrough. We don't have to do any actual kicking.
Okay, yeah, that's pretty interesting because, you know, it's kicker, you guys get to chill for a lot of it.
Yeah,
so
you can only kick so much.
Right, exactly. So just give us a little bit of backstory on you. I know you went to Toledo Central Catholic, and so kind of tell us about your journey to Bowling Green State. 'Cause I know you went to a different school, Notre Dame College, before this, right?
Yeah. Well, then I was at a community college, a part-time student. I wasn't even really going to school. And then in 2015, I walked on here. I was a tryout walk-on and just came here, tried out, and just wanted to be on the team, really. And then was here spring 2015 and have been here since.
That's interesting. So we're going to talk about that practice before the kick. What was that practice like? I hear you were like hitting them from all over the place before then.
It was a nice day, beautiful day, perfect weather for kicking, and we were doing like our warm-ups, like just the kicker, the snapper, and the holder out there, and we were hitting 45, 57s, 50s, just all over the place. And I think Coach Jenks saw us hitting from long distance, so they scripted the practice around how we were hitting them that day.
Yeah. And so at what point did he tell you about the whole scholarship deal?
He didn't tell me. I had absolutely no idea beforehand. I mean, I knew I was on like a list as a potential for someone to get a scholarship this season, but he never had any mention that it was going to be during camp or when that possibility of getting the scholarship would be.
Okay, so it was a little bit of a surprise to you. You kind of didn't know it was in the realm of possibility. You didn't know exactly when it was going to happen.
Yeah.
Okay, so and that was a 53-yard kick, correct?
Yes.
Your longest in game is 44 yards.
Yes.
Realistically, do you think you can hit it from 53 in a game?
Yeah.
Where's your range, like max out range?
I would say with the right conditions, a little breeze at my back, no breeze, I would be comfortable lining up from between 55 and 60.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's pretty impressive. And it's tough here in the stadium because it gets windy.
Yeah, that's why it depends on the day, really, because if there's a wind in my face, then I'm not going to be hitting 55, 60 yards into the wind.
So what was going through your head before the kick? Do you have nerves, and how does that compare to a in-game situation?
To be honest, I try to approach every kick the same, whether it's practice or game, and just block out everything. There's really nothing on my mind when I'm taking my steps back. Just take my steps back, take my steps over, and hit the ball.
So what's next for Jake Suter in football and outside of football?
What's next for me is take it day by day. I work on self-improvement every single day and just try to get better each time I step on that field. And in life in general, get my degree, get my education here, finish it out, and hopefully get a teaching job somewhere or see where football takes me.
Specifically teaching, what area do you want to go into?
I like high school, phys ed, health type area.
So a PE teacher.
Yes.
It's a fun gig.
Yeah, it's a fun gig. You get to have a little bit more fun.
Yeah, they always do, right?
Yeah, and you don't got to dress up as much.
Yeah. Well, Jake, thanks for joining me. It's been a good interview. Well, Jake Suter seems pretty confident in his kicking. Let's hope the entire team is confident as Bowling Green takes on Big Ten opponent Michigan State tomorrow in a matchup set to air on ESPNU at noon. This is the second year in a row that Bowling Green has taken on a Big Ten team in the opening week of the season, and the third year in a row they've opened against a Power 5 team. Redshirt sophomore quarterback James Morgan looks to lead the team this year with a full offseason of preparation and 3 straight wins to end the 2016 campaign. Bowling Green looks prepared to fight the Spartans. Meanwhile, Michigan State finished last year with their worst record since 1982. MSU is also sending out a sophomore quarterback in Brian Lewerke to run the offense. Lewerke is going to finally see a significant amount of playing time, but he is largely untested. That's all for this episode of the BG Falcon Media Sports Show. Check in again next week for more updates from your favorite Falcon teams.